Okay, so now we continue. The Rambam explains how to find the Menosa Maslol through the Maslol. Maslol Hashemesh is the degrees that the sun is past the Nekudas HaGoiva. From that number we derive the Menos, the portion of the Maslol, and that is how much to add or deduct from the Shemesh Emtsoi to find the Shemesh Amiti. I'll show here the diagram once again. Take a look what's going on here. So, C is the center of the sun's orbit. This is where the sun goes around. E is where the earth is located. As we said, it's not at the center of the sun's orbit. K is a point that when the sun reaches this point, it's the furthest away of the earth. That's called Nekudas HaGoiva, and it keeps on fluctuating and changing 1 degree every 70 years. It's highly exaggerated, this diagram, but it's good for illustrating purposes. So, the sun each year travels around, and when he reaches this point, he's the closest to the earth, 180 degrees later. Now, this place, this point K could be anything. It just depends on what time in history we are. In the Rambam's time or today's time, the Nekudas HaGoiva keeps on changing. So, then we start counting from the Nekudas HaGoiva. This angle, the angle S, CK. This is the angle that is called, in the Rambam's language, Maslol HaShemesh. It's measured. You take a line from C to K and you start measuring this direction. This is called Maslol HaShemesh. In this diagram, it's exactly 40 degrees. I made it 40 degrees. Now, we can see from this diagram that the sun is here. If you view it from Earth, you extend further the line, ESS2. S2 is where it's seen from Earth. You see that there is a difference in these angles. So far in space, there's the Galgal Amazonas. When you stand here, you see the sun. The background would be this star, S1. You start in Earth, this is the star, the background will be this one. So, the difference, that angle S1, SS2, this tiny angle here is called Menos HaMaslol, the portion. This has a direct influence, dependent on how much it's moving from here. There's a trigonometric formula how you can figure out, if you know this angle, the arc KS, or better, even the angle SCK, then we also know information how much EC is, how far the Earth is from the center of the sun's orbit, and then we know the radius of the sun's orbit, that's CS. From these pieces of information, we know this angle also, because we know this angle. So there's a formula to tell you this angle, and then this angle is the same like this. Anyway, this is how you find the angle. The Rambam gives you all the information. Now, just want to show you an interesting thing here. And then we'll go back to the Rambam. I'm going to show you a certain reflection here. You see in this is when it's 40 degrees away from the Makam HaGoiva. This is where it's 40 degrees before it reaches the Makam HaGoiva. That's, you could say 360 minus 40, 320. The Maslal HaShemesh is 320. Now take a look at this picture. You see a certain reflection here. These angles are the same. You see these triangles are the same. What does this mean? It means that the Rambam gives you numbers from 0 to 180, and then he says, we'll see inside soon, he says you can do the same exact thing from 180 to 360, but it works the other way around. So 40 has the same Manasseh Maslal as 320. 360 minus 40 and 360 plus 40. You can just imagine the same thing works for 50 and 60. But listen to this. It works the other way around. Here, when the Maslal HaShemesh is from 0 to 180, it will always be that S2 is behind S1. S1 is further. You have to deduct, because we have to know Shemesh Amiti means as seen from Earth, so it's deducting this angle. Sun is by S2, it's deducting. Here, S2, SS2, it's adding. As seen from Earth, it's a little bit further. So from 0 to 180, it's behind. From 180 to 360, the sun is seen, the Shemesh Amiti is further than Shemesh Mitzori. This is the diagram that I want to show you here. So, Maslal HaShemesh is KCS is 40 degrees. Manasseh Maslal is angle S2, S1. That tiny angle called Manasseh Maslal. Now, this picture, take a look here. This is 140. The Maslal HaShemesh is KCS. It's 140. This definitely is not the same like 40. You can see it's a different angle. It's much a bigger angle. So don't make any mistake. From 0 to 180 must be given because it keeps on changing. However, 180 to 360 can be done by an interesting method by using the same number, just subtracting from 360 and going backwards. So hopefully the pictures were very good. Now let's continue with the Rambam to see the words inside. Hoya Maslal Yisrael Ameya miles. If it's more than 180, Tigra Oisam, that's what we said before, you deduct it. We take them in another case, Daisha Maslal Masaya miles. So we see Tigra Oisam Ishloish Meyes Vishishim. It's remaining 160. Kardanish and Manas Meyes Vishishim miles, Shnaim Avar Chalokim. It's 42 Chalokim. Kaimanasam Masayim. It's the same thing, it's a reflection. Just here you subtract it from the Shemesh, and so in here you add it. So it's the number 60, because there's 60 degrees from 300 to 360. Now the Rambam says an interpolation method. What do you do? We give you only numbers for 60 and 70. What do you do if it's in between? So you just take the average. It's 1 degree and 41 chalokim. For 70, so there's 10 chalokim in between. So we take for each, so we just add 5. Because each degree we add a chelik. Just see the average. If it's 67, you always take the average number and then you do the math. So the Rambam is going to give you an example for his days. He says, Kate, you want to know where's the true position of the sun. Friday night, the 14th day of Tammuz, Toitzi Emsa Shemesh. First of all, you find the mean sun. Where's the mean sun? The Simonoi Kufhei Lamed Zayin Chofei. We had that already before. That's where the mean sun was, and that day, in the 14th day of Tammuz. Now, the second piece of information we have to know: Makom Goyva Shemesh Leitzos. Where is the Goyva Shemesh? Yetzilcha Simonoi Chavav Memhei Chav Gimel. It is 26 degree. That's where it was according to the Rambam's numbers. That's what the Goyva Shemesh was. Now we know how far is the Shemesh Amtsoi from the Goyva. That's called the Maslul, the angle that we showed KCS. So what is the Makom Maslul? The Tigra Makom HaGoyva Man Emtza Yetzachor Maslul Shmoina Esrei Miles. It is 18 degrees from, you're counting from also, you just have to remember that Chavav means 26 from Te'umim. So it's really, in our language, it would be 86. Because it's 2 full mazalas, that's 60, 70, 80. So it's 86. Now from 86 to 105 is 18. It's 18 because this is already Mem Hey, and this is Lamed Zayin, so it's about, you figure it out, you see it's 18 degrees. You don't have to worry about the chalakim. You round it off if it's less than 30. Then you go to the next number. So we can say it's 19 degrees. And then you can look at the chart. The Rambam gives you that for 19 degrees it's 38 chalakim. It's a small amount. Okay, so basically we covered here the Rambam now, still another piece here. The fisha masl hazeh hoya pochas b'mei shmeinim. So we said, but if it's less than 180, tigra hamana, then we always deduct it. So we deduct this 38 chalakim from Emtza Shemesh. That's a small angle, the S1, S2. Yishoy meya v'arba milas, v'tisha v'chamisha chalakim. So it turns out that instead of 105, it's just 104. It's a little bit less. The Mokam Amiti, Vince Mokam Shemesh Amiti, b'tchilas leil zeh, b'mazal sartan, v'chomesh v'esr milas boy, poches shnias. Yeah. So the Rambam converts this 104, converts it into the mazalas. So it's teleh, shoyer, to umim, then comes sartan. Al tifran l'shnias klal. Loy b'makam Hashem, loy kim erechel, shachar mashaviyah. You always, the shniya is the seconds, you always round off to chalakim. Chakara chalakim bilvad, yeshnias kol ha'shleshim, says cherig v'sifa chalakim. So this is the Rambam's method here. He finds out where the Shemesh Amiti was in his times in Yud Tammuz, and then Yud Dalet Tammuz. He says it comes out Me'av Arba miles. That's 14 miles, 24 miles. 24 miles. Me'av Arba, no 14. 90 plus 14. It's 14 miles and inside it's a drop less. It's almost 15. Almost 15. Okay. Im Achar שתהי דמק משם חשב תרצה, תהי דימת קופה אמיתי, חד קוף